guys, we got this. Let's go. Gun wide trip sweep. Pros X go. On one. Ready?
Right.
What's going on, everyone? Ancap24 here from HuddleGG. In today's video, we're going to talk about one route and how it absolutely goes ahead and wreaks havoc for cover 4 quarters when they have match coverage on. I'm going to show you how this play also works really, really well against default cover 4 quarters. So if they're going and toggling between the two settings, you're going to have an easy play. Now, this comes out of the Steelers playbook. It's something I'm working on right now when it comes to a game plan, and something that we'll have on our website in the month of June. We're going to hit a lot of different formations and have a lot of fun with this as we end out Madden 24. Now, this route is something I always look for in any playbook, because if I have it, I know I've got easy yards against it. So let me talk about it. I'm going to call cover 4 quarters. It comes out of this Y-shaped play, and the route is this route over here on the left. It's this X route. Now, what you're going to see here is that this X route here goes ahead and takes the attention of two different players. The reason for that, in cover 4 quarters, this slot corner has the first player to the flat. That's his responsibility. Well, they recognize this route as the first player to the flat because of the stutter. Now, this player over here has the first player vertical to the outside. Well, because of the fact that it goes vertical past that 5 to 7 yard range, he's going to take them. So both these players are going to take that route, and that's going to leave the ability for the slot wide receiver to be wide open. Now, if he goes vertical, then the deep zone on the left, that left safety, will take him. So all we got to do is make sure that we keep him under the 5 yard mark, and we're going to have some easy yards, right? It's between 5 and 7, depending on the break. So I usually always make sure that it's the 5 yard mark, so that way I know that it's going to be for sure. But let's go ahead and talk about it, right? So I'm not going to touch and do anything. All I'm going to show you here is that that player is going to peel off of him. You're going to catch this ball, and you're going to get some easy yards, right? Now, obviously, I just went ahead and ran the play stock, but I just wanted to show you the reaction first, and then we'll build on this for you, right? So this player here, 17, is going to look like he's going to cover him, and then he's going to peel off and cover 15. And you can see once we throw the ball, the safety will come down, and you're going to be able to, get some very minimal yards. It's a really nice, easy, quick snap thing if you want something short yardage. Now, do you want more yards? Real simple. Put the Y on a delay route. What I mean by that is put him on a whip so that his route takes longer to develop, giving him more space, right? So we don't have to do anything. I'm just going to go ahead and show you this. This guy's going to whip around, be able to throw it to him, catch his ball, and now you got yourself 10 to 15 yards by throwing a whip route, right? Real simple. You can go ahead, you can move this guy over, and if you move this guy over, what you're going to see is now he's going to look like he's going to get covered, and he's going to peel off, and now you can see how we're going to get ourselves an easy 10 yards. Now you understand that this is going to go away from the user. The user is really not going to be in this play because he's looking at this quarter flat over here and saying, this is what I got to cover, right? Now we can have some fun with this, and we can move this guy over, and we can do a trail route, which looks like it's going to go to the left, and then when it cuts back to the middle, nobody's going to be there. You're going to get yourself an easy catch that way, and you're going to have a lot of success. Now, when you start seeing that, a lot of times what ends up happening is the user is going to say, you know what, I have to start helping out with this, right? So if I'm doing, say I'm doing this trail route, and they're going to expect the trail route, they're going to start forgetting about this A receiver, which is usually going to be the responsibility here, right? So what happens here, the Y goes over this way. Now you're going to see here that the A is going to get open, nobody's going to cover him, and now we got ourselves even a bigger play. This will work, the same way when it comes to, other routes as well. If we start getting them to be a decoy, what I like to do is put this guy on a curl route, put the A and the B on streaks, and now they're always worried about this Y route. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? Next thing you know, they forget about this A, and now you've got this ability to go over the top and hopefully get a better pass than that for a one-play score, right? And so what you're doing is you're really just trying to get decoys, right? So, whether it's the decoy that we just go ahead and move this Y over, throw it to the flat, do a trail. I could do an out route. Now, with the out route, what's nice about this is that it looks like the guy's going to cover it, then he's going to peel off. So you can see here, it looks like he's going to cover it, then he's peeling off, and he's never going to get to that, right? So it's going to be a quick hitter. It's going to be 8 to 9 yards. So when you're going against this match coverage, it's going to be something that you're going to be able to take advantage of, right? Now, you could do the same thing with a corner route, right? As long as I put the Y on like this curl route, what you're going to see here, I'll move them in just so that because we can kind of do it. The A is going to get open just like we did on that shake route, and you can see nobody's going to cover him. and now we're going to have ourselves a big play. And this is all predicated on getting that user to get frustrated and trying to figure out who to cover. And now they don't cover that, or they go ahead and cover somebody else. I'm assuming for this video that the 3-rec is the player that they're going to be usering, right? In this type of empty set. Now, if we go ahead and go one step further and say, you know what? A lot of people play cover 4 quarters, but they play it on default setting. This is probably one of the better plays when it comes to a stock play that goes ahead and allows us to attack cover 4 quarters like this, okay? And the reason why, what I'll do is just do one hot route here, which is the whip, okay? The way that the Y, the A, and the B attack all in unison left, basically all going towards the left, they're all going in different spacing. It's really, really tough for these routes to cover, and I'll show you why, right? So the first route we can look at here is the Y, right? Hit them really, really quickly here. It's cover 4 default. Those guys are going to spread out. So a whip route simply in the slot receiver is always going to be good for that. The next route you can look at is the A. And a lot of times the A is going to be what the user covers, but if he doesn't, he gets faked right. You can see how this guy's going to get open, and that's going to be an easy catch for you there. If the user is disciplined and covers that, then we have the B route. And the B route goes from right to left, and it goes, say we have the Y, now the A, now you have the B route, and you're going to get this guy up the field, and you're going to have easy yards. So I really like this. Whenever I see somebody's calling cover 4 quarters, and I don't know if it's match, or I don't know if it's going to be a default, this is really, really nice. And if you want to go ahead and just put this guy, let me do this again here. If you want to put this guy on a whip and then move him in so it looks the same, so you got basically a little bit of hedging your bet, it'll work the same way, right? This guy's going to go this way. You can still throw this guy underneath it, and now you've got your ability against your cover 4 quarters to hit him. Also hit the tight end if the user doesn't cover him, or lastly, if the user does, you have the B route. So we're taking this one route, this X route, and causing a lot of confusion, commotion, headaches for them to cover this. And then we just build a scheme around it for cover 4 quarters. So this is just one simple play in the Steelers playbook and the empty, something I said that we're going to be doing a game plan on soon. And I just want to kind of show you a little bit of a sample of what we're working on, especially when it comes to cover 4 quarters, of how we can go ahead and attack this really, really easily. We appreciate you guys. Hit that like button if you found this useful. Hit that subscribe if you haven't already. We'll catch you on tomorrow's video.